everybody, it's Steven as Keeper Fast Triple Threes, and welcome back into Danganronpa's Tricky Nabi Epic. Last time we did some class trials, kind of confusing. It's like we're just somehow switching back and forth and everything, pieces by pieces, but each evidence would be half or so far, and mostly it wasn't like much related so far. And then we just putting the blame this on everyone to Makoto and Kyoko. And the reason why I say I want to trust with Kyoko because I don't think she would never do something that bad. I mean, she would never do something. I mean, she did plan to go investigation. She not simply like killed the mastermind. Not really. I mean, if that's what she said, it was all part of the mastermind's trap. I just started to realize something. It was like we are part of this trap this whole time. And then Monokuma suddenly just said like, okay, that's enough. We're gonna start the vote now. So that's what really happened. Like why we picked Makoto, is that he's the one to become a blackened. So I'm not sure. Maybe like Makoto know too much, or he already knew that he find out that it was all the mastermind's trap. So he only did the trust in Kyoko because I know what that happened. Like if I tried to point out that she was lying and say she was the killer, then we will be screwed all over and we'll be able to like solve the mystery of the school. So yeah, I'm not sure. There's gonna be one heck of the punishment. Hopefully, I mean he was the ultimate lucky student. Hopefully he can get the like lucky chance to either survive or not. So I don't know. So I'm pretty sure we're getting close to the end of it as such, and I'm not sure how far is there exactly. So yeah, we already done with the 5th class trial. We've done that like really quick. I mean, surprisingly enough, it's like what the heck that just really happened. So yeah, so that's what really happened. We got voted to Makoto, and he now become being punishment. So here you go. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. How is it his fault exactly? Surprising now, everyone think for sure it was Kyoko, and now you gotta put this on Makoto. Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Unless that was Kyoko's part of the plan. She wants to put Makoto be the blackened, and she wants to let Monokuma get it right. I think that's what they're trying to do, like turn the whole table around because he was the luckiest student. Good job, everyone. Good job?
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this make any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense. Yeah, this whole thing is complete farce. I mean, we're all set by a trap.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense! It's the same as always! It's just like all other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way!
Drills! Chills!
It's time for the heart-pounding, positive, thrilling punishment! You got the straight to us really quick, like, don't tell what really happened? Wait, why do I... This is not right part of the plan, is it? Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
How is it your fault? You never done anything wrong. Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Okay, we're just straight towards the punishment time already. Wow, that got really quick. I mean, we hadn't barely started. We just barely started. Makoto has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Well, it's not gonna happen. Hopefully he's really lucky to survive for that. Hopefully. So what is gonna be his execution? I mean, not much of like what this town is exactly. No point about it. Is he about to get a go by the crusher? This is what we're set up for this classroom. Okay, I'm not sure what the big deal about this. It seems to do. Let's keep moving slowly back away a bit. I mean, it does the same thing like from the opening scene. After school lesson. But that's the name of the punishment? Come on, there must be like 50% chance of getting survive. Or half chance. I mean, I was lucky enough it wasn't actually Kyoko. But she didn't realize it. The crusher's getting closer. I don't like to see it when it get squished by the crusher. And he's shaking it. Still shaking it. Wait, what? Alter Ego? I thought he's gone. Oh, it stops. I guess he got him so lucky. Okay, not really lucky. Where am I? Okay, well, I don't know where I am. Now I'm false wherever I am. Okay. Now this is one interesting turn of events. I guess it wasn't part of it. What's this? What's going on? Okay, that was actually what Monokuma's doing. It was actually Alter Ego. I thought for sure he's dead. Well, it's part of the computer. Does that mean he just somehow complete hacking on the system? That doesn't make any sense. Man, Alter Ego's Shihiro stuff is like a really good touch-up program. Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be.
This is
Alter Ego? Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? Well, no, not really. He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Okay, he did. He did successfully access to the network system. Okay, so he wasn't not fully access to it, but I don't think he's not longer to get to the computer laptop or anything. What the heck? I don't believe this.
It would seem...
It seems you fully made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words...
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't underestimate us. What are you talking like you already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get it to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. Well, I don't know where he's at exactly. It was like a fall into the bed or what? There is the way to the garbage sperm pit, in the way that's an even better special punishment. What, like you straight towards the garbage chute or something? What is this? Hopefully it's not kind of like a incinerator. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. My god, there's so many left. Is he gone? Hey Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the heck is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
what did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. So what? I just gotta change into perspective? The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It is the school stands at the center of the entire world. Why don't I start playing this like happy music? Are we just straight back to the very beginning, really? Baked in tough students from every field imaginable in the government's fund school approach. Why are we going back to the very beginning? That doesn't make sense. Is he kind of conscious? They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. 100 years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes whole speak a pretty fitting name. Okay, I don't know what the heck is going on. Am I seriously like going back to the very beginning or what? There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. The ordinary school could have enrolled here. The only way is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. And then it stops. Yeah, we really are right back to the beginning. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of the head wooden desk. My head felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zoink off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Am I gonna end this chapter now? Yeah. Where am I? Finally. Oh. Not sure what you guys see, but from the very right of it, it's apparently a rocket ship from the, like the same thing from the very beginning of one of his execution. I could finally feel my mind and body starts to come back together again, and then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream? Is it a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. I could tell, because the stench invading my nostril was too powerful for a dream. Always kind of like a garbage chute or something. I don't know, like we're some kind of trash. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with a barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. Yeah, it is. Like why is that part anyway trash? A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I was going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? Oh, not the way. There's a door there right in front of it, but there's it's like a lock. I don't think we won't be able to open it because we don't have any key. So don't you remind me about it. No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remember all too well what happened. Alter Ego saved me. And he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. Yeah, he did. So I can't give up now. For myself, and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First step was to start looking for a way out of there. Well, found one thing because the door was apparently locked. It's locked. No matter how many times I push or pull or kick it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. But if I'm not gonna get out of here anytime soon. So I just gotta sit there for the rest of our life then? I tried to look around for some food. Not really because any food around here was like part trash. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. Yeah, it's kinda like malted. But that was pointless too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're gonna die of starvation. Next I searched for some water. Not around on the floor there. Maybe it's like crap. How can I be sure which liquid I can drink and which ones are all around bad idea? Again, pointless. Feeling a block on all sides, but that's still not enough reason to give up because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was just sleep. Go to sleep. I never knew about to go to sleep. But sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. Yeah, you're not gonna get anything. I can't be sure, but I think at least one day had to have passed. All I did was sleep and sleep. You must have slept for like all day. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Another trash? What the? Yep, another trash then. A strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched a pile of garbage jolted in form of odd shape. Did something fall down over here? Something fell from up above. Well, it couldn't have been. Yeah, whoever threw it. Did a giant pile of piece of trash just fall down here? Carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was, and it tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Oh, Kyoko, you really are inside the trash. A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. Kyoko!
It smells awful.
Yeah, you got something on your hair. It's a cup Goku bundle? It's like a reference on cup noodles. And you got something all over your hair anyway. Kyoko?
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. I know. You're surprised you didn't know. She gave her a head quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey,
First, I have something for you. Oh, a bread, 2 breads and some water. Wow, unless I'm not gonna starve and thirsty to death. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you finish. Thank you! I snatched the bread and water that she was holding up for me. Within a second, it was in my mouth and making its way towards my stomach. Whew, that really hit the spot. I mean, it doesn't like been like a week or so. And I got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still hadn't given up then? Of course I'm not. After all, the fact that I can't keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Well, at one point, why here then? But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
so...
To pay a debt, or no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. Oh, so you weren't lying the whole time. I mean, all I did was just keep my mouth shut and trusted you. I mean, there's no way you would never done something. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that! You didn't abandon me! No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuse, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Reason? Why you had to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I had to live, or survive,
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Host Peak Academy for one very important reason. Another reason? So, you have some reason for coming up to Host Peak? Is it because you don't know your ultimate talent? Are you starting to realize who you were?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Once? Until recently, I've forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible! Amnesia? Then, is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? The first thing? You talk about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here. Yeah, you were. Like, when you get inside the school, like, very beginning, next thing you know, it just, flop, you're gone unconscious.
That's right.
I fainted too. And when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect. Like, trying to take away your memories then?
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that point, I had forgotten. I couldn't remember why I come to this school. And I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. So yeah, that means she doesn't remember what her ultimate talent it was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? I thought it's imagined happened by chance. It seems much too convenient, unless it must be the masterminds doing it, like put them unconscious and take away their memories. I'm pretty sure that might be what the mastermind is doing to make us hate each other, that we look like we're strangers. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because?
indeed.
I don't think so. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. It was really the mastermind doing, but I mean, so what? If something to do, like, not just Kyoko, but everyone else. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability, somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However,
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the master of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I had to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But what if you say it's true? Why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
why is that?
If I did that, and we would work out as one, the master would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always a chance that the master is actually one of us. What? Are you talking about Mukuru Kozaba?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? That mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it would make sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there is a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but I see. Your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand.
Are we doing that thing again?
I should understand everything.
And you keep saying like you have to stay here forever.
My goal isn't to get out of here.
Yep, you always keep saying that.
It's to stay here.
So why he saying that? Yeah. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right? Unless this might be something to do with his memory,
Hey,
not just only Kyoko. Even now, I still trust you, you know? It just... I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right away, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. I was just gonna talk to her. You say you had a reason for doing all that risking on your own. So how's that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my abilities. Okay, are you finally remember what your ultimate talent is? You mentioned your ability. My ability. What everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Okay, now we got what she is. So Kyoko Kyuge is the ultimate detective. That explains why she always do investigations and look through the bodies and stuff that she's not even afraid of. That's what her specialty is. She's the ultimate detective. The ultimate detective?
correct.
And the reason I came to Host Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in this school. You talk about the mastermind? You had to find someone. Who?
So,
Well, it was a headmaster of Host Peak Academy. Oh, okay, it's not mastermind, but the headmaster? Why do you want to look for the mastermind? A headmaster? The headmaster? Why do you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What? Hold on. Wait. Kyoko's... What? So, the headmaster of Host Peak Academy is actually Kyoko's father? This is... It's really, really complicated. It's like... What? Is there like any family relatives around here somewhere? Anything relate? Really, Kyoko? What?
in other words,
I was separate from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Host Peak. So, that means this must be like his father's like run away or something? Kyoko's dad is Host Peak headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster. Oh yeah, she did say that she wants to find the headmaster. She was hoping if it chanced if her father was here. Okay then. So, still, could that mean the headmaster really is here in Host Peak Academy? Or maybe he's not here, or technically thinking he's dead.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on? My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now. Of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto. I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. Then what you want to find the headmaster for? I only said what I felt based on what I seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what do you see in there?
so
They would have been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, and desk drawers dumped on the floor. Are you talking about the headmaster's room? The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was happening there. You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicions, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I found. What? I don't even remember the second floor of the dorm. I didn't even check that. The only thing I know is a library, the pool. I don't know. What do you mean by the second floor of the dorm? But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. Is this some kind of map? Huh, just like the student he handbook.
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirely whole Speak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with the Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. So what, is like his own dorm room? For a place to live in? Some of the staff must have to stay overnight from time to time. So what, does that mean the teachers who staying in this academy is his home then? And I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues. So I went to check,
Correct.
and that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmasters really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. Another reaction. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we've ever imagined. Does that mean that murder happened? Just like one other classroom that was all been smoldered or been somehow massacred or anything? What do you mean?
so
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important, and really ominous. Any word? More?
however,
Of course, I got to the second floor of the dorms. There were no cameras and no monitors, which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. Look at there are still more. It has to do with Mukuro Kusaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then, who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. So that was the mastermind's doing. It was not one of us. I mean, they want to set the whole body up. They're trying to pin it to someone else's. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Kusaba was to get me killed. Okay, I think they're trying to put the class trial is trying to kill, but got turned whole thing around because Makoto is the one who be voted for. Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole the key and disappeared. And retaliation, they want to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. So that's what she meant, that this was always a trap. It was? The mastermind knew they could interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulation?
That's right.
Exactly. But which is it? With minimal restriction, you are free to explore whole Speak Academy at your discretion. But that doesn't mean you had to roll out the rules if you're not to, is it?
In other words,
The mastermind is enamored about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they're trying to use the class charm to do it. Oh, so that's why the mastermind cannot even broke that rules, because you can go to around place whenever you wanted. They're gonna put the class trial to put a Kyoko, they will kill her. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sounds like the mastermind themselves somehow bound by the school regulation, which means the mastermind can't even break the rules then? Well, he will be willing to break the rules, but I don't know who.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What's that? There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. What? She went. Oh, are you talking about the other night? The one in the mastermind, the one in the mask is trying to kill Makoto? I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, she did say that she was trying to protect Makoto because what happened that night. The mastermind pulled out a knife when Makoto was sleeping. He was trying to kill them, but suddenly Kyoko came here to rescue him. Do you mean during that night? I could hear them, you know? The voice of the god dead. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. The ability naturally draws me into case. Just like this. Is that another reference or something?
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had suddenly sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow across the corridor. Oh, you saw someone. So that was you trying to check on him? I gave a chase right away. As I followed, I saw a shadow go into your room. It wouldn't be fair to lock the door then. I went into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
however,
That wasn't the end things, of course. I stunned them, but that led to whoever the master silent was, they ended up dead. So basically, I mean, like, the masterminds failed to kill Makoto, so mastermind had to pick someone else's body. But everyone's still alive, though. Maybe that might be like using other dead body from the other class trials.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and Dojo Key wound up in my room. It was all has to be the work of the mastermind, in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. My god, a lot of reaction here. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have a conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind want to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. And not just Mukuro. They need the class trial to kill me, but seems ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
That means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more. And they should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. Okay, so it's not just only Mukuro Ikusaba then? Well, she was like calling herself the ultimate soldier. Hopefully she must be referring to like... Are you saying there was like two mastermind? I mean, if they think it was the ultimate despair was part as a mastermind, do that be two ultimate despair? The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. Can there really be just only two more person to be ultimate despair? It can't be like same title of the ultimate talent is it? It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to be implicated whoever caused the event. You were talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. AKA the tragic. a tragedy. The tragedy. Whoever was responsible for that, they are the ultimate despair.
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Okay, it's not just only one person, but the entire group then? Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake. They're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. So that's... Those two, ultimate despair, is the one causing the killing game in the first place? That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Chapter 5. 100-mile dash, painting the junk food junkie. The end. Oh god, this is really interesting turn of the event. And now they counted down. It seems to me one of them got cut down back to 6. Because there wasn't like a not another student because of Makoto. You see the Dream Island rocket present? Isn't that the same thing from the very beginning of the first execution? That one person and then got killed from outer space. And then I got an achievement for 5 alive. Okay then. So the ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game. Began broadcasting around the world. The most desperate, awful group of people ever. That is the Master's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now, we had to get out of here, this horrible place. Yeah. Now we're on to chapter 6. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Are you talking about we have to go to the door then? Nope. I guess we have to talk to you again, Kyoko. Well, actually, now that I think about it, it'd be wise to just go leave it for now on. Because, I mean, we're nearly to the end of it, so it'd be cool we just gotta leave at that point. So, yeah. I don't think it'd be wise to go leave it for now, but there are not no free times event or anything. Because this is pretty much the final chapter for this game. I mean, something I'm not sure how long it takes exactly. If we gotta do another investigation or this gonna be a last investigation. I mean, I was hoping with something like big twist is gonna happen, but anyway, I'm gonna leave it for that one. So, because I really want to do something more. Big stuff's gonna happen. I don't want any spoiler for the next chapter exactly, but I'm gonna wait for a bit, so I'll come back for next week. So hopefully nothing interesting for happen. So anyway, that pretty much it for Danganronpa's Sugar Happy Havoc. If you like this video, hit the like button to light them up. If you wanna see my videos or check out the physical subscribe. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later.